Good afternoon for the final time this season, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Endurance Racing League's Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And although we enter with an unassailable championship lead, there are still things to be sorted out in this final round. That's 1, who's going to get the first ever 50 points in a league race. 2, who's going to get the qualifying trophy for most pole positions this season, currently 9 apiece between Dreglar and I. And also whether I can continue my run of form. That is 6 wins in a row currently, and that is Dreglar taking the pole position trophy there, and quite disappointing. I was going faster than his pole lap in the previous couple of sessions we did together, but nevertheless he's been very consistent in qualifying and did deserve that accolade this season. But here's a weird one. We've got a bit of a frozen screen there, and lost a connection to a couple of guys, so obviously it's going to be another rolling start, a familiar thing for this particular season. Anyhow, off we go, and only 5 people. Really disappointing turn out for the last round. Not sure what happened, but certainly not what we were after. And we got Dreglar ahead, and we really want to overtake him to make this a 7th straight and 12th in total Grand Prix victory in the inaugural season on this forum. And we track him for a couple of laps, and on lap 3 we have a move here. No, we pull out of it. Not quite close enough there. Not wanting to make any rash maneuvers. Oh, we just clipped that bollard there, inside behind the Red Bull. We do seem to be very strong in the last sector compared to Dreglar. And here we go, the next lap, same position. This time we have slight contact, and that was pretty awkward. But we continue, no harm done. Difficult to see who was really at fault there. Just got out a racing incident. But this is the part of the track which I'm really strong compared to the Red Bull driver. And probably because there's a lot of traction involved and he's on a wheel and I'm on a pad. And here is where he gets away, and that's the sweeping corners, pulling quite a lot as I have to back off there every lap, and he appears to be taking it flat. But on lap 9 we have a really good run here this time, and contact, and also a lock up to add insult to injury, so probably could have made a move there if we weren't having contact. But now set up again for another move with the second DRS straight into the triple chicane. Are we close enough? We're going to have a cheeky look. Not quite, he holds it around the outside. And a bit of a corner cut there. And we are now going to have a move. We've got a very good run out of here. We're going to chuck it down the inside. I've already decided I'm going to chuck it down the inside of this next right-hander. I think it's 17. And yes, I've noticed his weakness there in the previous couple of laps, and taken full advantage. Through into the lead on lap 9, and now lap 13. He's still right behind. There's a little bit of contact there, and unfortunately for him, Dreglar receiving a drive-through penalty for that contact. Probably a little bit harsh, but that really, on lap 13, decides what's going to happen for the rest of the race. As you see him here peeling in to the pit lane to serve his drive-through penalty. It cost him 17 seconds by the first split, and the next lap I pit for a set of prime tyres. I was planning to 3-stop this race, so it would have been interesting to see what Dreglar could have done, as he pits the same lap actually, so probably he was also going to do a 3-stop. Now Big Dog has shuffled into second, and with the fastest lap there, we do try to extend the gap to Dreglar a couple of seconds until he disconnects on lap 19. That really meant that nothing else happened in the race, because I had quite a big lead at this point. I think it'll flash up soon to get a fastest lap there on lap 19. What's the gap? It is 53 seconds by lap 20. So this was kind of a boring race to the end. A bit of banter with the guys who's still in the race. couple of invites from our Granville. And yeah, just trying to keep it on the track, concentrate not hitting bollards. A pit stop there on lap 27, and another pit stop on lap 41. And that's the fastest lap of the race, the final fastest lap of the season. You can see it's already transitions to night time. And this is indeed the final lap of the championship. What has been a very enjoyable championship. Possibly not the greatest end to it, with only 3 people remaining at the end of the race. But of course, we did all get the biggest haul of points we've ever had in a single race. Of course, with the double points ruling for this final race. And yeah, I've got to thank Fox for hosting what was going to be the smoothest run Australian League I've ever competed in. And here we do some very poor donuts, sort of Vettel-esque. But I can't really get the donuts going. So I decided to give that up. I think we were 2 laps ahead of Big Dog there, as those guys really felt the effects of the long race with not many people to battle. And yeah, I think there was also a lot of drive-through penalties for corner cutting, with the lack of concentration that comes with having only 3 people in a race. It's so long. But no matter, we had to finish the season, at least by finishing a race. That would have been a really sad way to end the season, which has been fantastic. A lot of the greatest Australian League races in this, with a couple of exceptions, Danny Rocks for example. And yeah, really enjoyed the guys, and I will be back next season, hopefully, at least for the start on 2014, before we go to 2015, if that's the plan. And yeah, look forward to the off season. It's all starting to get a bit restless, perhaps. I was feeling the effects of this race myself, really taxing this one. We're going to come across the line here for the final time of the season. 12 victories, 7 in a row, and a 50-point haul. Championship flick just for the end of the season.
Fantastic race. Congratulations on the win. 25 points.
And I'll have the championship standings up in a second, guys. Top 3. And once again, thanks to Fox for hosting a great league. And I'll see you guys in whatever it is that I race you in next. I've been Jacko. See you then.